last but not least, this is a horror action movie. Okay, this one's called, I couldn't think of a good title for it, so it's half-assed title, but bear with me. Furious Moon. Now, or Fury Moon. Now, this is a werewolf action revenge movie which stars Jason Statham, Summer Glau, and Mark Dacascos. I'll explain the movie. Movie opens up where we have this cop named James Grimm, who's played by Jason Statham. You could say he's I guess a London cop or whatever. He's in the UK or whatever, and basically he's a patrol officer. And there's one case in which in the middle he's on a patrol one night, and he confronts this guy who was just running from the scene of a crime and stuff for the woman that got killed, and he's running after him. Good foot chase, running after him, and tackles with the guy and stuff. Now the guy has these long nails and he's got like a hairy face, so Jason Statham looks up, but he holds his own because Jason Statham can fight. He's a badass. He fucks him up, tackles him, and arrests his ass. And then he hands him back. No, but he just dismisses it. Maybe he's tired or he don't believe what the fuck he saw. He gets arrested, and nobody comes forward, and he's bailed out mysteriously by this guy named Flint, played by Mark Dacascos. And what happens is now that guy that he arrested and Flint, they want to take revenge on Jason Statham's character, James Grimm. So it opens up where he's at a barbecue. It's a Saturday afternoon with his wife and his 3 kids and everything like that. And out of nowhere, like 15 of these people led by Flint, aka the Dark Fang. Well, I just call him Flint. Come in, and basically out of nowhere they turn. He witnesses this. He's in shock. He tells his wife and kids, "Run, run!" They run, and their running doesn't help, and the wife is mutilated and murdered in front of him. He gets pushed back into a tree, made to watch all this shit happening while he's defenseless, trying to fight back, trying to get him out, and he can't get him out. And what happens is then pretty much his family, his wife and kids are killed in front of him, and he tries to tell what he saw, what happened, but nobody believes him. They think he's crazy, or they just think he's delirious from the violence he witnessed. So some of the people on the force kind of mock him for what he saw and everything like that. And okay, that's minimized down. Let me see, I got white there. But so what happens is pretty much one day he gets a visit from this woman, this character named Samantha Silver, played by Summer Glau. Now, this woman comes in. She's part of this special unit in the police force. I don't know if you could say Interpol or something like that. I think she's from LA. And she comes in there. She has like this scratch mark on one side of her face. And all the other fellow cops look at her and just stare at her. And she goes, "Excuse me, do you know where I can find Officer Grimm?" So who was asking? And she shows her ID and they go, "Oh, he's over in that office there." So they look at her and she goes, "Excuse me, Officer Grimm, I would like to have a talk with you about what happened to your family." And he goes, "What do you bloody mean? Talk to me. I got nothing to fucking say to you. Leave me the hell alone." Look, detective. I'm not a detective. I'm an officer. Well, you are gonna be now. You're gonna be in my unit now. And why should I go to your unit? I don't know what the hell is going on here. My family was killed in front of me. That's alright, Dan. Jason's distraught about that. I got nothing to tell you about. Well, I think you should. We both have a mutual enemy. Because I believe your story. Are you bloody kidding me? I'm not bloody fucking with you. Come with me. So, comes with her, and some time passes, and we see he becomes part of this unit, in which we see a montage in the beginning of the film, pretty much, of some years that are passing. He makes a name for himself. He has this special gun that they give him. It's kind of like a Wildy Magnum, a little bit, but the bullets on it, when he shoots werewolves, they blow big fucking holes through them. Practical effects in the likeness of Dollman and stuff, so he could fight, and he has good weapons. And him, along with these group of cops who have all have had confrontations with werewolves, led by Flint, Mark DeCastro's character, who is very sadistic, crazy, over the top, dark sense of humor type of character, like a Joker type character, like the character I always want to see Mark DeCastro's play again. And he's the main target, and everybody has a backstory of each of the lives he's destroyed. So it's a little bit like, because the plot of that makes me think a little bit like, I don't know if you're going to want to scratch that when I mention this, Outlaw Josie Wales. What do you mean, Effie? I'll explain. Because in Outlaw Josie Wales, the Clint Eastwood, from which I like, the good one, in which the movie opens up with his family's being murdered in front of him. He miraculously survives with a scar on his face, and he ends up going with John Vernon and these small group of guys who are gonna kill some of the Confederates or whatever that fucked up or that murdered a lot of families, destroyed a lot of homes. And during some time in the beginning of the film, you know, you see him making a name for himself. Josie Wales fucking people up. So it's similar here, though, but it's Jason Statham, and it's not Confederates or Western. It's werewolves, which to me, that's a movie I would love to see. Because, I mean, Underworld films, the first two films, I don't mind. At least the second one, I don't mind it. But the problem I have with it is you got CGI and you got vampires versus werewolves, which to me is not competition. But if you have humanity, these people are all human, going up against these creatures on the terms of where they use these weapons, these special bullets, you know, and do a lot of practical effects and good firefights and a good comeupping in the end and everything like that, then the movie will be good. Now, for Furious Moon, who do I have in mind to direct this one? For the violence and the tone and stuff I have in mind, I would say a couple of directors. If I can remember one of them now. Navadine and Taylor. I'd like to see them do a tackle on this type of story. Because I haven't seen them touch horror, especially something like this with Jason Statham would be nice. Get Summer Glau, Mark DeCastro's being evil over the top. I can see it. I mean, they do their villains over the top and silly. Just look at the villains that was in Gamer and the bad guy who was in the Crank films. At least in the second one. And everything like that. So he could do that with it. And you put an R rating in there as well. And Navadine and Taylor will be one director I would like to see pull it off. Who else would I like to see do this? Michael Davis. Because the man, I mean, I want to see that guy get more work. Oh, hell, this director, I'll put him in there. Why not? Kurt Wimmer. That's right, the man who brought us Equilibrium. The man who was the writer behind Law Abiding Citizen. Who was the director of One Man's Justice. Will be another movie I review down the line, which I got thanks to Mike. He's a good director. I can see him pulling this off, maybe. Somebody might say it's similar to Full Eclipse, sort of, but the cops are not werewolves, though. The cops are humans in a special unit or whatever. The unit could be called the Silver Bullets or something or whatever, you know. But no one takes them seriously. Everybody thinks they're a joke because they cover everything up real good. Because whenever they shoot any of these werewolves and they blow big holes through them, they turn back in human form and stuff. And they got their own forensics people, their own autopsy people to take care of this shit. So stuff like that. At the same time, they fight regular crime as well. I just like to see Jason Statham play a character like that. It'd be cool and stuff. Him going up against werewolves, you know, one man. I mean, with Team Summer there leading the unit as well and everything like that. And you know, all the side characters you could throw in there as well. And for some reason, I don't know why, for part of Jason's team, I would like to see, for some reason or another, I don't know why, the actor just popped into my head right now. I would like to see Carl Weathers in that team for some reason. Maybe he's a veteran cop. Maybe he had more, you know, more encounters with these werewolves or whatever. And stuff, teaming up with Jason Statham and Summer, you know, and his other cops, other unit, to go after these werewolves and stuff. So that'd be the movie right there. Navadine and Taylor, the director. Michael Davis. If you guys have any other directors, how about those Sparik brothers? I don't know if I got their name right. The guys who did Daybreakers. They like to work with practical effects. I can see them pulling this off. Put a lot of action in it and stuff. But really, for the action stuff, I can see maybe Navadine and Taylor most likely, or Michael Davis. Because they know how to do all the crazy stuff, especially when they do those crazy angles with the camera and stuff. And everything like that. Another idea I had, but it's a long shot, because I can't see him doing a horror movie and stuff. And if it's a horror movie, I know there'll be a lot of explosions in it. But it's a weird one. But go with me on this. Michael Bay. I don't know. It'd be strange to step down from doing the Transformers film to doing this R-rated horror action movie with Jason Statham as your lead, Summer as your supporting character, and Mark Dacascos as your main baddie against Jason Statham, which is good and stuff. So that's the movie ideas I got there. If I come up with any more, I'll let you guys know. 52 minutes in this shit, and I know it'll be in a lot of parts, but hey, you guys are interested in watching, maybe you guys want to do your own movie idea videos, be my guest. If you guys like this, maybe I'll come up with some more ideas and I'll just post them on here or whatever, you know, and stuff. Or you guys have any suggestions on some of these ideas I have there, feel free to share, you know. Like I said, these movies will never get made because Hollywood is too busy on rebooting, remaking, prequel, not really, movies and stuff like that, and comic book films and shit. I remember back in the day, I used to look forward to some comic book films, but nowadays, like, that's becoming the common now. Superhero movies this summer, coming soon. Some of them are good, but, you know, you want to see some other ones in the bunch besides superhero films. So those are my movie ideas, and there's 3 of them for now. And thank you all for watching and listening to little old me go on and on. Sorry for interruptions, but thank you all for watching, and you all have a good night.